What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ebony here. Today I'm just going to be showing you how I'm doing these knotless twists. I'm going to be showing you how I'm doing these knotless braids. I'm sorry, guys. I've been up all freaking night trying to do these friggin' braids. Okay, I'm doing a good job. It's not that I'm not. It's just it's taking so long, and your girl gotta cook. You know, she got company coming over and stuff. Like, dang. I got this braid left and this side left, and I'm highly irritated about that. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like how that's sticking out. I have blow dried my hair out already. I'm using this Shine and Jam. This is the conditioning gel, the extra hold. I do want to try the red tub. Some black lady had partnered with Shine and Jam and came out with a tub, and it's like $10.99, but it's $10.99. And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I'll stick to the old trusty. But I heard it was good though. So if you guys have used it, let me know. So I'm just applying this Shine and Jam all over my hair. This is my first time using this Kiss by Sweetie's Edge Fixer. It seems pretty legit, but I used it on my edges over here and my edges did lift back up a little bit, but it does seem like that you have to, you know, wear a scarf and mold it down. Like, it's not one of those edge controls. You can just put on and dip. You gotta mold it down with like a scarf or something. But it works pretty good. I like it. I don't have a braiding rack, so I'm honestly just using my yoga mat.
Wow.
And I rolled it up and I'm just putting the braids on there. You can put a lot on there. I'm doing this overhanded, and I'm going to put this piece in the overhand position, and I'm going to put it right up under my pointer finger, my index finger. And I'm going to take this, the left, I don't even know, this side, and I'm going to, then I'm going to cross under once, and I'm going to cross under one more time and bring that other piece right up under my index finger. And then I'm going to grab one more piece and add it right up under my index finger just to give it the width that I wanted, because these are jumbo braids. So I'm gonna add that to it, and then I'm gonna braid like normal. But every time my left hand comes out right there, I'm going to add another strand of hair, and I'm going to repeat that 5 times in total. I have 5 strands in each braid, so yeah, I do it 5 times. You really do need to take your time and make sure that these braids are nice and tight and that all your hair is inside these braids, because you know it's a protective style. So once you added your hair, you might not be done adding all 5 strands, but if you are a short hair girl like me, you need to make sure that you are molding your your hair down into the expression hair. So that's what I'm doing now. This is just making sure that all my hair is going to stay inside this braid. And this really does make your braids last longer. There's a braid back there that is not how I want it. And I didn't go back to fix it. And to this day, I still ain't fixed it. So that braid looking pretty nappy right now. I ain't gonna lie. But I know that one that I did right here in the front, that one still look good, you know what I'm saying? So it really does matter of how good you're molding your hair down into this hair, because it does play a part. So after you get done adding all your 5 pieces, all those 3 strands should be pretty thick by this point, and you should be able to braid the rest of this hair down. There were some braids where like all the strands didn't feel thick, so I would go back and add one more strand to one out of the 3 strands that were as thick. I'm also showing you this in real time just to let you know that, girl, you gotta take your time. Well, at least for me, because, this is my first time doing this hairstyle. I just wanted to make sure this is my front braid, so I had to make sure that braid came out good. You know what I'm saying? So, I was taking my time, just making sure I was doing everything right and it looked right. Also, putting jam throughout the hair while I was braiding, just to make sure there was the least amount of flyaways, just to keep it looking good all throughout the braid, because I didn't go back and cut the flyaways at the end. I was pretty much done when I got done with my hair. And then I just made a knot at the end. I found out that it's better if you take like a really thin string and tie the braid up at the end. Don't do like a thick knot. Try to do like a thin knot. It kind of holds it longer and it's a little bit more seamless when you go to dip your hair at the end. And at this point, I was so happy. I was done with the half front of my hair. Oh my gosh, I was so happy. But now I gotta move on to the next side. Oh my god, girl. By the way, this is how big my hair strands were when I'm adding them in. Now we're just gonna get a little bit more up close and personal, just so you can really see what I'm doing if you ain't get it before. So I add in that 1 piece, I put it in my mouth, and then I undercross once and undercross one more time, and then I add that hair back to my hair. And then before I move on, I add one more piece to that hair. And then I grab it and I make sure I stretch it like hard to cross it over so that it can be like seamless. And then every single time when I cross under and cross under one more time, you add another strand until you add a total of 5. There were some braids where I did use only 4 strands, but five strands was a pretty good size for me. I was satisfied with 5 strands. They're pretty big. You just want to make sure that you're catching your hair before you braid too far down. Just make sure you mold it down. I would say as soon as you can, to be honest. Because there were still some braids that I have where my hair was poking out a little bit, sticking out. And I'm like, dang, oh well. Because I was not gonna go back. But just for your reference. Make sure you mold all your hairs down. And try to actually mold it down. I missed some pieces, as you can see. I missed that. That could have been more smooth, but it still came out decent. And because the third time is always a charm, I'm going to show you one last time, just in a little bit more speedy clip of how I install this hair. Because I swear, this is like the hardest part about doing these knotless braids, is which technique should I use to get like a proper width for these knotless braids to make sense. Because usually for knotless braids, you will just braid your own hair and then add in the fake hair. But here I'm adding the fake hair straight into the braid, like undercross fake hair. You know what I'm saying? That's how this hairstyle is going. And it really did work out for these jumbo braids. Now, if I was doing them smaller, obviously I'll be braiding my own hair first and then feeding in. I'll just be regularly feeding in the hair. So you guys, just to conclude this video, I started this hair around 3 o'clock in the morning and I didn't finish until about 6 o'clock the next day. And then the day after that is when I did curl these. I didn't have any curlers, so I legit just took some highlighters and rolled them around the ends of the hair and curled it. Some of these came out cute, you know. I redip. This one's a good one. I like this one. Really cute curl. So yeah, that's what I did do. I want to recurl them, but I'm gonna actually buy some curlers that curl. Anyhow, I really hope that you found this video interesting. I hope that I gave you some tips and tricks to have you be successful with this hairstyle. This is my first time doing this hairstyle and I did a good job. Like, I did that. Not all of my braiding patterns are good. Like, you see that? That's not a good example of a braiding pattern. This is a good example of a braiding pattern. So not all of my braids are, you know, perfect. But anyway, I really hope that you found this video useful, that you can use it, and it's just gonna bring you some motivation, you know what I'm saying, that you can do it, because it took me a couple tries. Okay, I wasn't gonna do it because it kind of looked hard, but I'm so glad I did do it. Disclaimer, I am showing you this hair 5 days later. I used 3 packs of this burgundy expression hair, and it was pre-stretched hair. It just saves you an extra step when you're trying to do this hairstyle. As you've seen, I only used some Shine and Jam and a rat tail comb. I was trying to do like the whole rubber band method people were doing, but I couldn't get with that. I just had to go overhand and braid these knotless braids down. Whenever you need to refresh them when you're going out or whatever, I just use the whole lot of body foam on my hair, and I let my hair set for about like 3 minutes or so. And I take it off and I do my edges, and it looks pretty good. It looks really good. And I'll spray some oil sheen on my braids, and I make sure I spray some oil sheen on the ends. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my video. Thank you for clicking on my video. Until I do my hair again. So yeah, you guys, stay tuned. Stay up, stay peaceful, stay healthy, and we out.